YouTube, welcome in. We're going to do another vintage cube on Magic Online and hope to have better results than last time. So let's see how we do here. See, pack one, pick one. We're not in the bag for Time Twister. We could take a reanimate early. Mono red is something we could force. I like Hazoret. You know what? Let's try Hazoret. We're going to pick one, pack one Hazoret, and go down the mono red train. Likely to splash a color, maybe white. But yeah, let's just try to aggressively beat down this cube as much as possible. I think that Hazoret could be a good path to victory. So, let's see, do we want Vortex or Lavamancer? I think we could take Lavamancer because Vortex will probably come back around if nobody's on mono red. So, Lavamancer just seems like a card that could get taken by somebody not playing mono red, as like a sideboard card or whatever for anybody splashing red at all. So, it would seem to be more in demand than just the mono red players. We're ignoring all the other cards, more or less, and just trying to jam mono red as hard as possible. Looking for Goblin Guide and Lightning Bolt and Monastery Swift Spear and Eidolon of the Great Revel and all of those cards to help us carve a path to a quick victory. Alright, here we have Chain Lightning or Fiery Confluence. I think Chain Lightning's a little bit better for us. The Confluence is really, really good, but Chain Lightning's kind of where you want to be. Confluence may wheel, otherwise, you know, maybe something like Solemn or Kolagon's Command wheels, but we'll take a Chain Lightning. It's one of the best burn spells, so it's hard to pass. Jackal Pup or Magma Jet, I think we want 1-drops, so we'll go ahead and take a Pup here, hope to wheel a Magma Jet. Other notables are like Gruul Signet. Like, Signets are fine still, not as busted in burn, but Exquisite Firecraft is really good. Avalanche Rider's another consideration, maybe that wheels. Yeah, Exquisite Firecraft, very good. Could often represent your last 4 points of damage. So we're happy for that. Take a Firebolt here. Yeah, just keeping on theme, on color. The more 1-drops we have, the better, especially with Hazoret. We want to be able to cast our spells quickly. And just get to the dome and do the fastest possible work of our opponent. So, still in the bank for a Lightning Bolt, a Goblin Guide, a Monastery Swift Spear, and an Eidolon of the Great Revel. Even like Shrine of Burning Rage is solid. Rift Bolt, pretty good. Magus of the Moon, interesting. Not as good in Cube because people tend to play a lot of basics, so we'll take the Bolt. You could basically make like almost a constructed quality burn deck out of Cube, even with like the lesser powerful, like Jackal Pup, not nearly as powerful as it was back in the day because of things like Goblin Guide existing, but it's still a 2-powered 1-drop, which is not anything to scoff at when you're trying to build a mass of just fast threats. So we'll take a Burst Lightning. Porcelain Legionnaire was something else that was notable that we could take and play for free. But Burst Lightning's pretty solid, especially late game. We could kick it and get a lot of damage out of it. Yeah, we'll snap off a Boros Charm. Now we're going to be having our eyes open for a Plateau or a Sacred Foundry or the Fastland Inspiring Vantage. But Boros Charm was very nice to come around. It means that likely more stuff like Sulfuric Vortex will come back. Happy to have that such a late pick. We'll take a K command, I think. Unless we get fixing, we're probably not going to play it, but it's still a good chance that we do. I think we could take a Scroll Rack. I'm not sure that we play it. Avalanche Riders, we will play. Could take care of any pesky lands, and is just a hasty body for 4, which isn't anything too terrible. It gives us a little something to do with mana late in the game. Soldier of the Pantheon, if we end up with a hard white splash, is another fine guy to have. And I don't think we're playing Parallax Wave. Alright, okay. Conundrum here of Lightning Bolt versus Swift Spear. I think we take Lightning Bolt and hope for Swift Spear to come back. Again, Lightning Bolt is more likely to be taken by somebody not on mono red, so we definitely want that. Hopefully Swift Spear comes back around. Zealous Conscripts is actually like some pretty good high end for us. Although, if we want to keep our curve low, we could take the Lightning Helix. We're not in for Desperate Ritual. Grim Monolith isn't really what we want to be, and there's no fixing. So I think maybe we take the Conscripts, hope for Lightning Helix, which is pretty likely it comes back. If Boros Charm came back, it's likely that'll come back. Koth is absolutely a house, so we'll take a Koth. This is between Storm Breath and Blackcleave Cliffs. I like Storm Breath. It's, again, you have a little more high end in cube, so Storm Breath is a fine beater to finish out a game with. And also monocolored and fast. Fire Blast versus Chandra. I think we got to take the Fire Blast. One of the best burn spells of all time. Just absolutely where we want to be. Chandra's not that powerful, so she could come back around. Eidolon of Great Revel. Everything's coming up Millhouse. I don't think we want the ready. Still looking for a Plateau or a Sacred Foundry or Inspiring Vantage or even a Needle Spires. Some sort of dual land for us. Just so we could reliably splash Boros Charm without jamming a ton of planes. Because we want to be on as many mountains as possible, especially with Koth, Fire Blast, things like that. Manic Vandal is decent in this cube. Imperial Recruiter can allow us to go get an Eidolon or a Pup or a Lavamancer. I still think I like the Vandal. There are a lot of problematic artifacts. So if you could blow up somebody else's Coercive Portal or somebody else's Mana Rock, seems pretty good. Probably main deckable. Do you want Bonfire or Flame Tongue Kavu? I think Bonfire is better. Yeah, we'll take the Bonfire. Swift Spear came back as expected. So we're on about 20 playables right now in Pack 2. We're looking to be in good shape. We got a lot of the best spells. We got the Bolt, we got the Swift Spear, we got the Eidolon, we got the Lavamancer, Chain Lightning, Fire Blast, Koth, even Hazoret, Rift Bolt. So we're in really good shape. Goblin Guide is the one missing element, I think. And then we could prioritize trying to take fixing for our Boros Charm. And maybe Lightning Helix comes back. I think this was the pack for it. So we'll see. Yep, Lightning Helix is back. We'll take that gladly. And now we really want some splashing because these cards are both very powerful for what we're doing. As of right now, we have 2 more playables, then we have a deck. We just jam lands into it. And we're on pack 2. That is the benefit of mono red. We're not struggling to get to where we're supposed to be. We're already there almost, and there's still a couple cards in the middle pack. So we'll take it. even when there's one other drafter pulling mono red cards, you can get there with a pretty solid deck. I've done it before where you're drafting and somebody else is taking red cards, and you take some less than ideal red cards, but you're still good against the rest of the field. I guess we take a Spectral Procession. Doesn't matter. Blackcleave Cliffs we will absolutely take. That can maybe allow us to splash something for the Kolaghan's command. And that gives us access to a Black Splash easier than we would have had it if we need Kolaghan's command. Dreadbore or Chandra. I think we just take the Chandra. I don't think we care about Planeswalkers. I guess we jam Gurmag on our sideboard. I don't think we're going to go a heavy Black Splash, so I don't think we'll need that. But between the two cards, it was the most useful, I guess. And Fiend Hunter as our last pick that we're not going to play. So this is an example of a draft coming up Millhouse. We have two powerful Planeswalkers. Chandra Pyromaster isn't the most incredibly powerful Planeswalker in relation to other Planeswalkers, but for mono red, it's not too bad. Like, it is what it is. It gets you there. Figure of Destiny I like. You see, we have 1, 2, 3 1-drop creatures, so that's probably where we want to be. I think we have a lot of top ends, so Thundermaw's not as appealing. Gutter Snipe's okay at the best, but I think we can jam a Figure of Destiny. Inferno Titan Splinter Twin, interesting. Not for us, really, but I mean, it combos with Zealous Conscripts, so that's a thing that we could do. But, let's see, Raging Ravine, not helping us on our splash. Inferno Titan is the toppiest of top ends that you can get in mono red, so sure, we'll take that. Lightning Strike versus Blood Crypt versus Hellrider. Hellrider's very good. Lightning Strike also very good. We have a lot of burn spells. Hellrider, we have a lot of 4-drops too, so this is interesting here. And Blood Crypt's another consideration if we're really trying to splash Kolaghan's command. I think we take the Hellrider and expect Lightning Strike to come back around. Or even the Blood Crypt. At this point, we're going to have to trim some stuff. Johnny Vengeance, good, but we don't have fixing yet. Zergo is fine. We'll take a Zergo. Goblin Guide. Hopefully we wheel Wooded Foothills would be nice. Goblin Guide's exactly what we want. So now we have all the best red cards. With exception of, I think, nothing. Maybe the Chandra Torch of Defiance is probably a good Planeswalker to get. But, I mean, we're just flush with good 1-drops. And we could actually even trim some top end. Maybe cut Storm Breath. Avalanche Riders is not exactly the greatest thing that we're trying to do. Stomping Ground, Needle Spires, Dualcaster. Dualcaster will probably be the last card in the pack, I would guess. So Needle Spires. So we get a white splash. And coincidentally, a beater that we could do with something with our mana late game. Yeah, maybe we want to trim Inferno Titan, Avalanche Riders. Manic Vandal's still decent. Firebolt's less impressive. See, a Badlands versus a Shrine of Burning Rage. Shrine of Burning Rage is good, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll take the Badlands. Now we get to play our Kolaghan's command. Okay, so we pass the Lightning Strike. We get a Searing Spear. It's a fair trade. Thundermaw and Gutter Snipe came back. I guess we'll take the Gutter Snipe. Thundermaw Hellkite's really good, but we have a lot of top end. We're going to be trimming some of it. So, keep low to the ground as possible. I mean, we'll take a Splinter Twin. Blood Crypt versus Lightning Strike. They both came back. Blood Crypt gives us a really easy splash. We'll take it. Museum Mortars is fine. Terminate on the splash. And Dualcaster Mage and Burning. We'll take the Dualcaster Mage. And Shrine of Burning Rage comes back. So we get literally every card that we could ever want. That is the quintessential mono red draft deck for the Vintage Cube. I think things that we would hope for is maybe the good Chandra, but I mean the bad Chandra is fine. We may even trim it. We could actually probably trim nearly all of the top end and have a really functional deck. So let's see. We didn't get the white splashing we wanted, except for the Spires, so that's something to consider. Maybe we cut Helix and Boros Charm. That's a little bit of a bummer, but we could bring in Kolaghan's Command. If we have Kolaghan's Command, I don't think we need the Vandal. Wow, I couldn't say that. So maybe we cut our white cards, and let's see. We need to trim something. I like all the 1-drops. Dualcaster Mage I don't care for. Gutter Snipe is probably pretty good. Maybe we trim Big Chandra, or not Big Chandra, Bad Chandra. Let's see, we have a lot of 1 and 2 drops, 25 cards. I think maybe we trim Bonfire and we go with 16 lands, 3 of which are black sources, and then we just jam 12 mountains. That's 15. Why is that 15? Yes. It's weird. Yeah, 16 lands. We're capping off our curve at 5 basically, but it's only 2 5-drops. As long as we draw a land or 2, we'll be able to cast most of our stuff. So I think we save it there, and let's play round 1. I don't know if I'm going to put all the videos in one, or all the matches in one video, or if I'm going to spread them out over multiple videos. So we'll go straight into round 1 and see where we go from there. I think 16 lands is correct. Our curve solo, we have a lot of low-end value. I mean, we're playing, 1, 2, 3 1-drop spells and a bunch of 1-drop dudes. We'll play first, absolutely. Yeah, see, this is not the best hand. But we get to Burst Lightning something. I think we want a dude. 4 lands is a lot, but we'll go ahead and keep. We can still play some spells and hopefully just draw all gas. So we'll go ahead and Black Cleave Cliffs and pass. And we have Burst Lightning up for anything suspicious. This is Inquisition. Okay, so they get to take probably Kolaghan's Command. It's fine. Yep. Not the worst that can happen. Play a mountain, pass the turn. And we just play on our opponent's end step as much as possible. Hymn to Turok. Okay, we'll definitely Searing Spear and hopefully they grab lands. Okay, That's fine. We don't need a black source now that our Kolaghan Swan's gone. Let's play a land and pass. We're flooding a bit, which is interesting in a 16 land deck. Mana Vault, we don't really care about that, and also taking 1 damage is fine. Hopefully they don't do anything too busted with it, but... Alright, Jackal Pup's fine. Excuse me. And then if we draw land, we get to kick a Burst Lightning. If we don't, we can just cast it, which is fine. Hopefully we draw either one of our topping cards. A Koth would be great. Grim Lavamancer's fine. We'll go to combat first. Yeah, I mean, they made us discard a bunch of cards, so they fueled our Lavamancer. Hero's Downfall on a Jackal Pup is totally fine. Then main 2, we'll just Lavamancer. Get that online, and hopefully we continue to draw gas. Shackles. Sure, they can take our Lavamancer. They can't activate it. They just have it as a blocker. I guess we Shrine of Burning Rage. And then we go ahead and pass. We'll just let our opponent attack us with Lavamancer. It's totally fine. My dogs are having a party behind me. We drew another mountain, which is not great, but now we can kick our lightning, burst lightning. Yeah, Baleful Strix is obnoxious, but we drew a lot of lands this game. A total of 6, 7. It's a lot. Grave Titan is going to be really hard to beat. Brazenly getting in there with Grim Lavamancer. It's fine. So we're going to board in Manic Vandal for sure. Figure of Destiny. They can just take with the shackles, but we can shoot down. I mean, we still play it. Opponent kind of sensing that they probably have us pretty dead to rights here. Or a copy of Grave Titan. Or copy of Shackles. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. Yeah, take a lot. Alright, we're just dead. Well, when you draw 8 lands in a burn deck, when you're only playing 16 of them, that'll happen. We want Manic Vandal. We guess could trim Figure of Destiny. Or actually, you know what? We'll trim the pup. There's a lot of he has a lot of creatures, so blocking and stuff's not a great deal with that. Let's see. What do we want to do? We want to go over the top with Inferno Titan. I think we stay the course. Yeah. Maybe we take Chandra back in and trim. And trim Gutter Snipe. We'll try this. Definitely want to play first. Alright. One mountain. We have a Goblin Guide. We have a Lavamancer. We have a Lightning Bolt. We need to draw lands, but let's just do what red does. Give our opponent a mountain. So they're going to have to discard turn 1 unless they have some free artifacts. Ponder. So now we want to draw a mountain. Absolutely. Then we could play Lavamancer, hold up Lightning Bolt. We did not draw a mountain. So we go ahead and go to combat. Give them a Creeping Tar Pit. So if we catch a mountain, we could play Shrine of Burning Rage. Alright, they cast Mana Vault. Gristlebrand in the graveyard, that's pretty scary. Alright, we get a mountain. I think we just go to combat. Give them a third land. Hopefully we can put them down to a low enough life total where if they reanimate a Gristlebrand, they can't draw cards. Well, yeah, alright. Draw a mountain. Let's see. We can Firecraft them. They're gonna gain it back with Gristlebrand, which is bad. We don't have Spell Mastery, so it's not uncounterable. I think we'll just be mana efficient. So we'll draw a mountain. Yeah, we're almost just dead, which sucks. Such a good red deck, and sometimes things happen in Magic. So... Oh, down to 6. Let's try to cast our spells on the way out of the game here. Yep, and we're just dead. Well, that didn't work out the way we wanted it to. We flooded, and then we were kind of choked on mana. Alright, I'm going to make round 2 a separate video. So, that was it for round 1, and I'll see you in round 2.